If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. Welcome back to the GMS show. It is Monday. We are back to the week. Go ahead and get back to the money. Do what you gotta do. Shout out to the GMS fam. I see you, Glittery Bubbles, Lovelace, Will Stumbling, Joshua Pate in the building. Yes, we are back with another week, man. I fell under the weather. Got a little under the weather last week, so there was no show Friday, or I wasn't able to do 3Gs, but doing a little better. I am doing a little better, and it's okay. All right? I'm good. I'm not hurting in my side no more. Look, this is what I want to start with. Before we get to the topics at hand, you know, we got to talk about the Shanquella Robinson situation. We got to talk about what happened last night at Barclays and with Kyrie, the Chris Brown situation. Golly, there's a lot of stuff going on, but I want to be able to discuss it with y'all today, man. Shout out, what up, Jeff? Jeff is in the building. Prince Young is in the building. Vale is in the building. I am good. I can cough now. I can laugh. You know what I'm saying? Look. So what happened was me and the fam got ill last week. It was the flu. Had a very bad cough. And what happened was I was laying down and I had my arm above my head. Now this is me welcoming myself to the 30s club. Had my hand over my head like this, you know, kind of like sleeping, trying to pass out. Coughed way too hard while I was like stretching, and next thing you know, I heard a pop in my side, and I feel like I pulled a muscle or some shit. Oh man, pulling a muscle is not. I mean, there has to be a different phrase or different word for it, because pulling a muscle doesn't sound too extreme. It doesn't fit the gruesome and the intensity that I was feeling, man. It was ridiculous, but I'm good now. My side is all right. My muscle is healing up. I can't do too much. I can't yell too much or anything like that, laugh too much. I'm probably going to be coughing a few times during the stream, but please bear with me, man. The show must go on. I appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. GMS fam, if you are in the building, get into that live chat and let's chop it up. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you. Now, let's get into it, man. We got to get into this story, man, because I've been seeing a lot about this young lady, Shanquella Robinson, who is now being rumored to have been murdered while on vacation in Mexico with her friends. Now, when it first happened, the first thing that came out, or the first thing that was told to her family was that it was alcohol poisoning. By the friends told her that. And later on, the autopsy revealed that she had a broken neck and a cracked spine. So now there's foul play involved. The FBI's got involved. The Mexican police force has got involved. Things have been coming out. People, of course, when you try to, when you do something horrible and you try to cover your tracks, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to try to get out in front of it. There was different videos of friends and people who were there trying to, talk about what happened. I'm not going to play none of that shit. I rather it come out the way that it comes out when they find out who did it. But there's a bigger conversation surrounding here. And a video came out. Matter of fact, a video was leaked. Whoever took the video, first of all, everybody involved has to be accountable for what happened. And the video that was being passed around of this young lady being beaten while not fighting back, I mean, that's automatic. There's no question that something happened to her that had nothing to do with alcohol poisoning or anything that was done on her part accidentally for her to pass away the way that she did at 25. There's been of course, social media, they try to do their detective work. They try to be the first to try to figure out what happened and everything that, all the intricacies, and people are pretty good at doing it. But at the same time, it hurts my soul personally, because we hear too much about this type of goofy shit. And it's usually over some bullshit, over either jealousy or people trying to do too much or try to prove a point. And however it happened, that woman did not deserve to die that way. And I want to make it clear that, we're not trying to promote anybody who, we're not trying. I don't know how to put it, man, because it's like we have to talk about these situations, but at the same time, you never know who's really just talking about it to talk about it, or who actually is like affected by it. And it's fucked up, man. You never know what happened, man. I can't. It's weird. It's this situation. I've been watching videos and trying to look at different things on the internet to find out this and that and who was around. I don't like doing that shit. I really don't like doing that shit, because at the end of the day, the people involved have to pay consequences for what happened. They were responsible for everybody there. When you go on a trip with people, when you all collectively go on a trip, you guys are responsible for each other. I don't care if you are adults or whatever the fucking case may be. At the end of the day, if we came here together, we have to leave together. There's no way that somebody you came with ends up dying, and that's it. And I can't, it's not something that, honestly, I'm not gonna, the people that don't know her personally aren't gonna go crazy over the situation, but it's sad, and it happens often. There's other names out here, other women that have been killed with no answers, and then surrounded by main suspects that nothing happens to. And in this situation with the FBI being involved, I'm only hoping that something's gonna crack. Somebody's gonna snitch. I mean, that video is detrimental enough. If anything, the girl that was, I don't even know if any of the friends are locked up at the moment right now under suspicion. Because after that video came out, at least the girl that was beating her up on video and the person taking the video repeatedly saying, damn, fight back. Why don't you fight back? At least them should be incarcerated or locked up or in an interrogation room at the least. If they are, let me know if I missed something, because I've been trying to find out what's been happening with the friends and the people that have been involved and where they are currently. No one has been arrested as of yet. I'm sure if Becky was getting her head bashed in on video. Matter of fact, who was the girl that went missing on a hike with her boyfriend? What's the girl's name? It was a white girl that was apparently murdered by her boyfriend or fiance or whatever, and then later on he ended up having his body found. I forgot her name, but motherfuckers was going through hell and high water, calling for arrests. We need this same energy for us, man. We truly need this same energy for us. And I can only hope that however this situation ends up, that it ends up being with justice and her family has some type of closure from it and they can be able to move forward in life. I truly, wholeheartedly believe that and hope that. You know, rest in peace to her, man. Way too young to pass away like that, to get killed like that. I believe she was killed. There's no way you're going to tell somebody's parents that it was alcohol poisoning, and then the autopsy report shows that she had a broken neck and a crack in her spine. There's no way. And you're right. Rita Hill said, this is how sad the world is. It definitely is. Yeah, Gabby Petito. And it's not a knock on her either. It is not a knock on her either. I don't want to disrespect the dead. It's just, we know how it is when it comes to us, man. And speaking of that, you know, it took social media to spread the word that Kyrie Irving was one of the people that donated $65,000 to Shanquella's GoFundMe. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was something that he did, and this isn't out of the ordinary. This wasn't a chess move. This wasn't something that was performative or for him to be putting back into the good graces of the public eye. This is something that Kyrie Irving has been doing his whole career, giving his money away, donating his money, giving to organizations and charities, and giving food to people who need it, and giving, like, he's a giving person, a very giving person. And that wasn't something I didn't, and it's cool because we don't need mainstream media to push that shit. We know what the agenda is. And that's the thing. We have to stop saying that. We have to stop saying the media is not showing you. We know the media. We know what they do. It's up to us to get that message out there, and it did. So we don't have to worry about the mainstream media talking about it. We know the agenda. We know the type of angles that they play. It is up to us to keep it real, factual, and 100 with everybody around us knowing what's against us. And last night was Kyrie's return home to play for the Brooklyn Nets. And the Barclays Center was met with Black Hebrew Israelites standing outside the Barclays Center singing ahead of Kyrie's return. And they also were singing Kyrie's praises and letting it be known that they are there in support of Kyrie. Now, here's the thing. This group has been considered a hate group by a certain organization, right? And although I don't know much about the Black Hebrew Israelites and what they do or what they've said or the type of pamphlets they hand out, because, you know, a reporter, which we're going to get to in a little bit, a reporter asked Kyrie about the pamphlets that they hand out and the influence, but we'll get to that. Black men standing in solidarity has always been a threat to society. So whether you want to call these group of men a hate group or if you want to call them anti-Semitic, black men standing in solidarity is something that society is scared of. Now, I don't know if these black Hebrew Israelites have ever ran up into a synagogue or went to a Jewish person's house to try to drag them out to show them who is superior. I don't know if any black Hebrew Israelites ever hung a Jewish person because they hated them. I don't know if any black Hebrew Israelites ever collectively went out to physically harm and try to kill Jewish people. I don't know about that. But they're considered a hate group, hand in hand with the Ku Klux Klan. So I want to know what it is that they're doing. Because, see, we're going to even, this ties into it too, because this was plastered at the time where Charles Barkley is on CNN talking about black people being the worst who treat LGBTQ community. And to think that there are active groups out here of white men trying to terrorize different groups, different marginalized groups out here, but still it comes back to us like we're the worst. That to me, that's telling me that is programmed into people's minds. It's not something that's actual facts. It's not something that is a real statistic like that. This is something that has been programmed into people's minds to go straight to blaming us and going at us and trying to, all black people this and black people are this and that, and they're the worst at what? When he said that about black people, there was a mass shooting in Colorado at a gay club. The person that did it was not a black man. So, Charles, you talking about treating the LGBTQ community, or are you talking about harming them physically, mentally? What are you saying? Because I don't remember any black dudes running in gay clubs just to air it out. So, of course, in typical media fashion. Now, before I play you because after the Nets game, the reporters tried them. The reporters, they tried to do their best. You know what they do. The reporters, they always, Kyrie this. And, of course, when they heard about the black Hebrew Israelites, oh, yeah, this is our time to shine. Oh, we got them now. We're going to get them with these fucking questions. So Kyrie, I don't know where he went to, some video somewhere, but let me know if this is old or not, because I do not remember this video at all. I really don't. And if somebody can help me figure out where this video came from, or if this was something that he actually recently did, it'll help me a lot. But this is what Kyrie had to say recently, I think.
I don't have hate in my heart for the Jewish people. Or anyone that identifies as a Jew. I'm not anti-Jewish or any of that. And it's been difficult to sit at home with my family, with them seeing all of this and having questions. And, the part that hasn't been hard is explaining myself, because I know who I am, I know what I represent. But I think the difficult aspect is just processing all this. And understanding the power of my voice, the influence I have. I'm no one's idol, but I am a human being that wants to make impact and change. I'm sorry to not only the Jewish community, but to my family members and to my relatives, because they know I stand for something bigger, and I'm grateful now I get to explain myself.
Now, I don't know where this came from. This just popped up one day. Clearly, it sounds like it was recent. Having to apologize 100 times is like, I mean, it's clear cut what's happening. It's clear cut what's happening now. Now look at this. Look at the press conference, man. Press conference right here, man. Now, if y'all didn't know, like I said, outside of the Barclays Center, Black Hebrew Israelites packed in front and protest, not even protested. They were just there in support of Kyrie and his return. Jaylen Brown had something to say about it. Jaylen Brown said he had something to say about it, but then when I guess he was told who the group was, he immediately went back to Twitter and he said, "I was not aware of the specific group that was outside of Barclays Center tonight. I was celebrating the unification of our people, welcoming the return of Kyrie to the court. First glance, I thought it was a known fraternity, the Qs, Omega, Psi Phi, and the Steppers showing support." Yeah. Whoever they were, why are you being made to even correct yourself because you saw Black unity? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, Kyrie, after his game, returning back to the Brooklyn Nets after everything that's going on, these are the type of questions that the reporters are asking him. Listen to this.
Hey, Kyrie. There was a group of about 100 people outside wearing the shirt of a group called Israel United in Christ, a group labeled as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. They were outside.
Now, here's the thing. The Southern Poverty Law Center. Let me see something real quick. Let's see where the Southern Poverty Law Center. Where is this at? It's in Georgia. Or wait, is it? I don't know. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Are there multiple? All right, it says there's the Southern Poverty Law Center in Montgomery, Alabama. All right, now hold on. Let me look up. Hold on. Hate Watch. They have a hate watch and a hate map. Anti-government groups are part of the anti-democratic hard right movement. They believe the federal government is tyrannical, and they traffic in conspiracy theories about what is this? Oh, illegitimate government of leftist elites seeking a new world order. In the past, this movement was referred to as the Patriot Movement by adherents and critics. So, they acknowledge the Ku Kluxes and the Proud Boys of America, and they put these same individuals in the same bracket as the Black Hebrew Israelites. Now, once again, let me reiterate that I've never heard in my life of Black Hebrew Israelites running in houses or going and literally seeking out individuals to hurt them. Now, walking around and chanting and saying whatever you have to say and handing out pamphlets is another thing. But I'll leave that for more research because I'm not going to talk too much in a group that I don't know about. Let's listen to this real quick. Listen to how these reporters tried to get Kyrie to backtrack and try to put him back in a position to where he's going to say something and be totally in the right for saying how he feels, but because of public opinion and because of this anti-Semitic label, people wouldn't take it the way that they should. Listen to this.
Supportive you and handing out anti-Semitic literature on the plaza, people walking by. And I was wondering if I can get your reaction to that.
I didn't see it. What happened? There was a group outside?
There was a group outside, 100, possibly more. They were wearing a shirt called Israel United in Christ. They're a group labeled as a hate group by the...
I think that's a conversation for another day. I'm just here to focus on the game.
Kyrie, but you've said this whole time that you didn't know what kind of what kind of voice you had, but if these are the people that are out here in your name, do you feel like that's a consequence of what you've done?
Again, I'm just here to focus on the game.
Kyrie, forgive me if you've been asked this already, but when you were suspended, there were a lot of players around the league. You know, Jaylen Brown is one specifically that didn't like the way your suspension was handled. I'm just curious if you ever thought about filing a grievance or exploring those avenues at all.
I got to leave that to my legal team and leave it to the warriors I have around me. I have some strong people, men and women around me that are going to do everything possible to make sure that I'm protected and my family's protected and that we protect one another. So, you know, I'm sure some things will be done in the future, but there's no timetable on that right now.
Imagine you at your job, right? And somebody random walked up in the job and was just like, oh, yeah, this is nice. He saw you. Hey, what's going on with you, man? How you feeling? Oh, I'm good. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I just want to know. So I heard your job wasn't treating you right. Are you thinking about taking legal action on them? Meanwhile, your boss is sitting right next to you. What?
Hey Kyrie,
are you trying to further separate and divide the Nets and Kyrie? I think that's already done. I think that ship is sailed. I don't think you need to beat a dead horse anymore.
You just want to talk about the game, but this morning you talked about recognizing the platform you have, wanting to unify.
My nigga said, Trey979, he said, you have disciples, Kyrie, don't you?
You're being asked about things that are being said in your name in reaction to the movie you promoted. I'm curious, just, I guess, how do you go about deciding when's the time to use a platform and when's not, and when you decide you're going to react and when you say it's one here to talk about basketball?
I would like to be on a platform where I could openly share how I feel without being harshly criticized or being labeled or dealing with, outside perceptions that have nothing to do with me. Again, I said this morning, I just want to elaborate on just everyone getting to know who Kai is and who AI is and what I represent in my tribe.
Now, this guy keeps speaking clearly. And what's fucked up is because I see a lot of people doing they put on these Kyrie lenses. That's not good. See, the Kyrie lenses is for the people that look at Kyrie as a person that's trying to act smarter, trying to look smarter, trying to talk about stuff that he doesn't know about and doesn't want to take accountability, when he is somebody who is trying to learn, willing to learn, trying to spread some type of positivity in a world that's trying to beat him down into submission. I mean, a guy is telling you, hey, let's stick to the game. Let's talk about the game today. This is my first game back. Let's talk about how we did. Yeah, but see, there were a bunch of Negroes outside with purple shirts on talking about, hey, hell, Hebrew nation, and I think one of them had a Popeye's chicken sandwich. I don't know. The fuck are y'all? Why? First of all, why is a dumb question? Sorry, excuse me. Why is an incredibly dumb question? This is the media. These are interviewers. These are people that are supposed to antagonize you and supposed to get a moment out of you because this is how they keep their jobs. Do you think these reporters actually give a damn about anything anti-Semitic or anything that has to do with disrespecting a whole entire group of people? No, they don't. They are trying to keep their job. Now, I'm going to just say this before I move forward because I got a message for all these women out here who, I'm just kidding. It's not just women, it's niggas too. I see y'all old punk asses trying to do the same shit. We going to talk about that in a second when it comes to Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown has been getting done dirty once again. What's new? But anyway, let me finish up this Kyrie shit. The Nets owner came out and said Kyrie is not anti-Semitic and he does not hate any groups of people or the Jewish community specifically. The owner, Adam Silver, came out, said the same exact shit. Yet here are reporters asking him about these niggas outside who Kyrie didn't ask to be there. Never even shouted out. Did Kyrie ever in life say, hey, shout out to all my black Hebrew Israelite niggas out there with them purple shirts? Hey, whenever I come through, y'all pull up. Do you think Kyrie put a signal in the air like a fucking Freemason and these niggas just popped up? Come on, man. I can only hope for the best for Kyrie, man. I really do. I really do. I hope for the best for Kyrie, man. I pray for the young brother and his family because I know him talking about what his family sees. That's a real thing. His kids got to see certain shit. A lot of people on the internet don't even realize that because they disregard humanity. A lot of people wouldn't be able to handle the situation if they were Kyrie Irving. If they were thrust into a situation where it's not just the two and few people on fucking Facebook talking about you that you knew from high school, but damn near the whole fucking world. And it's not just, oh, I did something stupid and people are making fun of me. No, people think you hate a whole entire group of people. So there isn't just the people on the internet who have some dumb shit to say. There's people in real life who feel like they have to act upon some shit. You know, like the same dangerous, hateful rhetoric you say that Kyrie is spewing or that he spewed. The same type of shit you said that will get Jewish people harmed. Well, I think the chances of something happening to Kyrie due to what's been going on is higher than the chance of one of these black Hebrew Israelites running down on somebody Jewish and hurting them. That's just my educated guess. But I'm going to do more research on those guys after this episode is over. Now let's talk about Chris Brown, man. The AMAs did some very weird shit. They asked Chris Brown to do another because he did a Michael Jackson tribute that was phenomenal. Everybody remembers that because it was probably the best, and I'm pretty sure everybody decided that Chris Brown was the only person that could do a Michael Jackson tribute from this point on after he did it. They asked him to do one for their awards show, and before the awards happened, they reneged, pun intended. They said, hold up, nigga. Come back here, nigga. Hold up. We need to double back real quick. And without explanation, they dropped it. They said, nope, we're not going to have Chris Brown do a tribute. It's over. Finito. That's it. Which caused social media to ask a lot of questions and try to figure out what the hell is going on. Why did this happen? What was the reasoning? Nobody got a reason. But here came the Twitter warriors. there's a group of people out there that for some reason don't think that Rihanna forgave Chris Brown, so they think that they have to speak up for her, or they have to speak up for, other domestic abuse victims. And, it's one thing to speak up for other domestic abuse victims, but it's another thing to constantly beat down on somebody who isn't actively abusing women and actually has made a change in his life to not do so after that shit happened. Everybody has talked about multiple abuse that he's done, right? The only things that are to be fact in this situation, we're not talking about the instant. See, this is the funny part, because there's been the times where people have tried to do something and came out that they were lying, but that was not amplified or ever talked about from the people that try to say he's such an abuser. Now, Chris Brown, right? A clip came out, and I think this was part of it too. A clip came out from when Chris Brown did his own documentary, or to talk about the night that, the shit happened between him and Rihanna. A clip went viral of that moment of him talking about what happened, and people got to hear him say what Rihanna did that night that caused a reaction out of Chris Brown. Not a smart reaction, but a reaction. And one thing that a certain demographic of toxic women like to do is not pay attention to the shit that they've done in the situation at all. You can hit, spit, kick, throw shit at a motherfucker, but as soon as somebody retaliates, it is them who is at fault and them that did wrong. And of course, it wouldn't help the narrative or help their idea of who Chris Brown is to hear that that Rihanna was out there acting a fucking fool too. Forgetting that Rihanna was young. Forgetting that women put their hands on men as well. And I'm sorry, woman, if you grab my nuts and try to squeeze, Hopatokas! The fuck are you grabbing my nuts for? Because of who was on my phone? Now, here's the story, man, from Chris Brown. In a gist, I can't say word for word, I'm not him. But in a gist, an argument happened after they were leaving somewhere, or I think leaving a restaurant or on their way somewhere, whatever. They were leaving. They were in the car. They were in the Lambo. And when she seen a message or whatever the case may be, she started spazzing out. And she put her hands on him first. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to hear that. I'm sorry that it pains you that could be a huge possibility in their scenario. We weren't there. We don't know exactly what happened. But I know that Chris Brown has taken accountability for his actions since it happened. It's not like Chris beat her ass and said he didn't do it. I'm pretty sure he went along and took full responsibility and took care of everything he had to do in that situation to take accountability and full responsibility for what he did. That does not mean that he cannot tell the story of what happened. Was there ever any pictures or ever any show of violence towards Chris Brown in that moment? Were there pictures taken? Does anybody know if he had visible bruises or cuts or anything like that? Was his balls purple? I don't know. Pause. All I know is that this shit happens. Women get physical too, just like niggas. And on top of that, Rihanna done forgave this nigga. Why are y'all trying to live vicariously through her? That's really what's happening. The internet full of fucking weirdos and people that want to be somebody else. You're not trying to hold Chris Brown accountable for what he did. You just a fucking psycho. You are a weirdo. You are somebody on the internet who wants to keep reliving a moment because it was a popular moment. You hate niggas that abuse women so much, you should talk to your fucking daddy. Go have a conversation with your granddad. Go have a conversation with your uncle. Show them the same venom that you showing this random nigga you never met in your life. I don't know why the AMAs would have Chris Brown on there anyway. He's a serial abuser. Says who? You? He stalked Carucci. Okay, well, that was a little weird. But still, did he hit that bitch? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, all right? Fucking Carucci. She knows she got lit off Chris Brown. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Didn't nobody know a cowabunga until she got around that nigga. Built a whole longevity ass career based off the fact that you was Chris Brown's ex. But it's all good. It's all good. Ain't no hate. Ain't no fucking hate. I just hate how I don't like how people do that. I don't like how this is the continued narrative. Rihanna is in a relationship, has a whole baby, done did a song with Chris Brown again, done been out with the motherfucker again after everything happened. Why are y'all holding on to this shit? That's my question. Y'all don't even think about how this could possibly make Rihanna feel. Imagine you dealing with some shit that you trying to heal from. You trying to get over it. This is something that was traumatic. Everybody found out about it. Everybody was there to talk to you. She was talking to Oprah, all types of shit, sit downs, and everybody. I'm talking about Rihanna became the national poster child of a domestic abuse victim. And then you trying to get through that. You trying to get past it. You trying to make sure that one day you can have an interview or have a conversation with somebody that is not going to bring up the fucking situation. And then you finally start to get to that point. Next thing you know, oh, here comes all these fake Rihanna fans who feel like they got to speak on the domestic violence situation every time Chris Brown is mentioned. Y'all think y'all tearing him down, but y'all doing her a disservice as well. If she forgave him, if she got over it, you motherfuckers that were not involved at all should definitely not hold no fucking weight to you. Come on, man. Domestic violence is wrong on every angle. Men, keep your hands off women. Women, keep your hands off men. Point blank, period. Now, I got to mention this before I go, because this shit had me laughing. You know we got to end the show with some greatness, with some funny shit all the fucking time. But as y'all know, Charleston White and T.I. have been going back and forth. T.I.'s son had some things going on, and all of a sudden, you know, here came Charleston White to have his opinion on it. They went back and forth. It was some stupid things that was said, and people tried to encourage T.I. not to fall into the trap of Charleston White, but he did, and it left us here. Now, T.I. T.I came out with a song recently going at Charleston White, sorry. And yeah. Charleston responded. Listen to this.
Nigga in Texas fucking with me. I find out every goddamn dope spot you got and shut that bitch down. I'm shutting that shit down. Shut that bitch down. I'm shutting that shit down. Shut that bitch down. I'm shutting that shit down. Put the police on every last bitch ass nigga in Texas fucking with me. I find out every goddamn dope spot you got and shut that bitch down. I'm shutting that shit down. Shut that bitch down. I'm shutting that shit down.
This shit's so funny, man.
I'm shutting that shit down. Put the police on every last bitch ass nigga.
Bitch ass nigga. My man said he gonna find every dope spot you got and shut that bitch down. Now, as funny as that is, what a motto to stand behind. I stand behind that message. You want to know why? Because we need to clean our streets. And not on no Joe Biden shit, because can't no white person walk in the hood and say what needs to be done. Only we can. And if there's any area that is harming the black community, in the black community, we must rectify, we must correct it. And I want niggas to be, I want Charleston, matter of fact, Charleston White, he is the new hood boogeyman. Charleston is the new hood boogeyman. Niggas all over the place should be scared. I want him to start getting property in different hoods just to set up shop, just to set up surveillance. You understand? I do not support destruction of our community. And although I've had several problems with the way Charleston White has handled things, said certain things, I understand what he is doing. This is a goofy nigga. But he also is against the destruction of our people. Now, I may not agree how he goes about it, because all he's gonna do is birth more trolls and more people willing to try to do the same thing he's doing. We don't need more trolls. We don't need more gimmicks. If you understand his message, you understand what he's saying, you understand the goal at hand, just put forth the action. Just put forth the action. That's all you have to do. And y'all niggas stop beefing with him, man. He's going to get everybody locked up. Every single person. He going to bait everybody into a jail sentence. If I was somebody from the hood, I'd be terrified of Charleston White, man. All because I know in a blink of an eye, my life could be over. And I could be sent to a prison system that will never in their life give a damn about me. I might as well find another avenue. I got a question. Y'all think there's any still to this day, any real super rich trap lords, trap guys, anybody out there that's really making millions of dollars a week in the hood off of drug trafficking? Do you think that that's happening on a high level like that still? Is it a lot of them or is it a few? Because I don't know. I think it's time to hang it up. I think it's time to take the money that you've been making and the money that you've accumulated during this time doing the wrong thing, start building these businesses and building shit for your family. There has to be a turnaround, man. There's a big turnaround that needs to happen in the community, and it has to start with the motherfuckers that these young kids are looking up to. Can't be no random person that already has the idea coming in. I already figured that out. We got a lot of good people out there that try to go to different disenfranchised communities and talk to kids, but it goes one in and one ear and out the other because they don't necessarily respect that person. They don't really see that person like that. They haven't built an actual relationship with that person. It's got to take the people that these guys in the hood look up to have that type of change of heart, or to try to have that type of leadership to bring people to do what they should be doing. Yes, reboot the culture. We need to reboot the culture. Matter of fact, Lacey, you gave me an idea for a shirt. I will break you off with a percentage. Reboot the culture. That's what we need. And I'm going to need somebody to come up with a dope illustration too. So if you are an artist out there who draws or makes animation, draw me up something nice that says reboot the culture, and let's put that shit on a shirt. Because that's what we need. Might name my project that shit. I'm gonna have to cut, because I'm coming out with some new music, man. I'm gonna have to make that a project name. Reboot the culture. We honestly do need that. We really do. There's a lot of stuff that we care about that we shouldn't care about. There's a lot of stuff that we don't care about that we need to care about. This earth, and I always make this spiel every month or so about the earth and how important it is that we need to keep up with what's happening with the earth, man, because all this other shit is bullshit compared to the livelihood of this place. You know what I'm saying? So just keep your eyes and ears to what's really going on. Make sure you stay alert and vigilant and aware, and everything will be good, man. GMS fam, the Green Room, I really thank y'all for sticking it out with me today. I was a little sick, but I still made this shit happen, and I'm glad that y'all stuck it out with me, man. For real. Really glad that y'all stuck it out with me. Today, I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit that Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I will most appreciate it. You will be helping out the GMS show immensely. I appreciate y'all's support. Make sure you hit the comment section when the live is over. Let me see them GMS's. Hey. 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 Shout out Love Lace. Lacey in the building. Trey 979. Glittery Bubbles. Minority Bros. Films in the building. Veil in the building. Joe Blast in the building. Hey, I owe y'all some licks from last week, man. Fridays is 4 days away, but 4 days is not long. I must redeem myself. Wakanda forever. And fuck all you hating niggas who did not like Wakanda forever. You hating ass niggas. You are mad at the fact that there was black women running the show. You did not want to see it. You rather see niggas in tights. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. You go into the movie theater, you say, what is this? What is this? What is all of this ass and titties? We want to see man butt. Why is the ass and titties? We want to see man butt. That is you niggas, okay? I don't want to hear it. I see you niggas Friday. Bitch ass niggas.